Hi everyone and welcome to another reading. This is Z's Joy Tarot. I hope you're all well. I'm doing a reading for October now, so the first week of October, focusing on the 1st to the 6th of October 2025. On the 6th of October we actually have a full moon in Aries, 14 degrees in Aries, so I'll speak a little bit about that. But first let me give you an introduction. I'm going to be as brief as possible, but we've had the eclipse season in September, and a lot of you might be feeling very tired because you've gone through the ups and downs and releasing the old and to make room for the new. So you might need to rest for a few days to start living within your new cycle. Libra season, and happy birthday to all the Librans in October. They always want inner balance and harmony, and that's important right now for all of you. So we need to speak our truth and look at things from our own perspective and shine our light. We create our own reality, as you know. Now, a couple of things I just wanted to mention to you, that there is the focus is on med beds at the moment. I think you might have heard President Trump mention that on one of his X posts. Apparently, when I looked at this there was I read something, and it said the official med bed statement is a treatment duration. So each med bed session is designed to last between 1 and 3 hours, and depending on the patient's condition. And the first stage is a full quantum scan of the body and DNA blueprint, and the second stage is a cellular regeneration and correction, and that could last between 45 to 120 minutes. And the final phase is stabilization and observation. That could last for another 20 minutes. So officially, treatments are fast, painless, and require no surgical intervention, which I'm all for it. If we can assist the collective in healing the body without having to traumatize it with surgeries and cutting the skin and what have you. If we can heal the body with frequency, my goodness, wouldn't that be a leap in forward with technology, with everything. So now the medbeds, what it does is it reconnects you with your original blueprint. So and the quantum scans detect not just physical imbalances but energetic distortions. Plasma energy fields align your body with its natural frequency of perfection. The result, a full system reset, physically, emotionally, and energetically. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, look into it, do your own research. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm hoping there'll be maybe the elite already have them, I don't know, but I'm hoping that they'll be released to the public at some stage. But I wanted to mention that so you can do your own research and have your own perspective on that. But I do wanted to mention med beds to you today. Because our nervous system doesn't need more cheap dopamine. It needs rest, sunshine, water, nature, exercise, genuine connection, and great music. Because the universe is showing us a divide right now. Do not engage with a lower dimensional behavior. Acknowledge it for what it is, projection, ego, and unhealed wounds. Stay on your path. Keep moving forward. Do not invite the past back. This is a divine message to stay on track. With the eclipse season, I'm sure a lot of you would have had to let go of a lot of, maybe we were forced to let go. If not, what can I say? You haven't made room for the new. That's why we're in between Now we're resting until the new comes in. Now, look, staying in 5D is a practice every day. Most of us move through life completely unaware that we're living in 3D reality. And our world is dominated, the 3D is dominated by fear, distraction, and program perception. And when we do talk about the higher dimensions, 4D, 5D, or even higher, we aren't speaking in abstract terms. These are levels of consciousness, frequencies of being that exist beyond the density of everyday life. So staying in 5D means choosing to operate from clarity, love, and alignment, even while navigating a world built to keep us in lower vibration. And now it's a practice, a choice, a state of awareness that changes everything you feel, see, and create. So start with joy, whether it's a simple ritual like whatever you do, music that makes your soul vibrate, or movement that opens your body. Joy is a portal, so savor the moment, feel it, and let your vibration continue to rise. Let me have a look. Sorry, I'm looking at notes that I've made here. Let me have a look. Sorry. See, you can't feel vibration. It's like the Wi-Fi, you know it's there, it's doing its work, but you can't see it, you can't feel it. So this is what vibration is. So anyway, the universe does this thing where it aligns you with people, things, and situations that match your vibration. So the higher you're vibrating, the more you will see things that are beneficial to your well-being and manifest in your reality. Okay. Now these are messages that I said to you that I've gleaned and I've kept to relay to you. There's something deep happening beneath the surface of the world right now. You can sense it in your soul. This isn't just about countries or politics, it's energy. Light and darkness are battling. And if you're reading this, you're likely one of the souls who, or if you're listening to this rather, you're likely one of the souls who came to help. Keep shining, keep praying. The world needs light more than ever. And one of the highest vibrations, believe it or not, the highest emotional vibration isn't love. In fact, it is enlightenment. And authenticity. The frequency of authenticity is 400 times higher than that of love. So to increase your vibration, you need to be more authentic. And I believe to be authentic, you need to be enlightened. That's my introduction for this video. I'm going to do a little bit of astrology now. And let me just jot down where we went to. So when I need to do this. Okay. So as I said to you, we have got coming into October. Look, the astrological configurations in October promise an intense and eventful period. So Pluto turns direct again mid-month. And toward the end of the month, Neptune slips back into Pisces and Saturn and Uranus remain retrograde. So during these weeks in October, we will therefore revisit themes that have occupied us in recent months. They must now be reviewed once more and integrated. With their water signs strongly emphasized, emotions play a key role, especially in communication. So all of the outer planets sit at either the very beginning or the very end of a zodiac sign. So any planet that changes signs falls under their influence and is changed with their energy. So in the first week, In the first days of the month, however, Mercury takes centre stage on October 1. It forms a square from Libra to Jupiter in Cancer, and on October 3, it reaches an exact opposition to Chiron in Aries. Mercury, Chiron and Jupiter thus create a loose T-square, and Mercury enters Scorpio on October 6 and squares Pluto on the 7th. At the same time, it forms the apex of a yod with Neptune and Uranus. That same day, a full moon lights up Aries. So we've got the full moon. So Mercury represents our rational, intellectual and communicative side. It is active in all exchanges with others. The tense aspect with Jupiter, Chiron and Pluto signals increased activity in the media, commerce and communication in general. Much will be discussed, yet mutual understanding may prove difficult. Messages are likely to be more emotionally charged than usual, and heightened sensitivities can hinder dialogue. When Mercury enters Scorpio and squares Pluto, harsh words may be exchanged, and guard against impatience, cynicism, and exaggerated activism, especially during the Aries full moon. Okay, and because we've got a full moon on the 6th, as I said to you, 14 degrees in Aries, I'll give you a little bit of what the moon in Aries signifies. The moon in Aries is bold, impulsive and energetic, and the full moon, of course, when it culminates, you know that everyone's emotions are heightened at that time. So be aware, it is a period when we feel feisty and maybe a little argumentative. This is when even the meekest aren't afraid to take a stand to protect personal feelings, since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's a natural starting point for all kinds of projects and a wonderful time to channel all that me first energy to initiate change and new beginnings. Sorry, something just fell. Just watch out for a tendency to be too impulsive and stress-oriented. All right, so that is the astrology part. I'll just put down the ending. Okay, and we can now go to, I'll pull out some oracle cards for you and some tarot, so we can go to those. Let me think, I think I might have missed something. Let me see, is there something that I needed to tell you? Oh yeah, I'll give you an overview of the week. Hold on, I have it here. So what is the week? Here we go. Monday's a day when it could be easy to feel, let's start. I think Monday might be the 29th, I'll have to check. To feel down on yourself due to fluctuations in self-esteem. So if there are aspects of your life where reality doesn't live up to the ideal, just realize that perfection is hard for anyone to achieve. You don't necessarily need to give up on your dreams, but re-strategize and adjust them. It'll be possible to make errors in judgment on Wednesday, especially when confronted with sweet talkers. Put off important decisions until Friday, when your mind is clearer. So weekend outlook. Saturday's boisterous energy makes it an excellent time for exercise, socializing or weekend travel. And Sunday starts off gentle and lazy. You can accomplish a lot of chores if you focus on it. And tip for the week. This week, the best way to lift your confidence and get out of a rut is through action. And you know something, Aries loves action on the full moon, okay? Don't just hang around looking at your phone. Walk. Put your phone away. Walk, dance. Take action on what you enjoy doing. All right, so that is the astrology. Okay. Now, oracle cards. Let's have a look. I've got stuff everywhere, so I've got to move it. Here we go. Put that over there. First oracle card, of course, Archangel Michael, and he tells us divine aid, nobleman. And I like this card for everyone. Archangel Michael hands you an energetic key. This sacred key ushers in the arrival of a nobleman to assist you in your time of need. So you have, well, a nobleman can represent, there's alternative meanings for this. Could be a consultant, a coach, a personal assistant. Could be your lawyer, a tutor, a mentor, a defender, a good Samaritan, a hero, a knight in shining armour, and even a good neighbour. And he will advocate on your behalf. He's like an angel being sent from the divine spirit to help you. Could even be a friend. And the reason you have this card is that will show up in your life just when you need the most and offer assistance. Your nobleman may make an appearance during a crisis to get you out of trouble, or just offer to lend a hand when you are at the end of your tether. And you may or may not know this person. Rest assured, Archangel Michael will call them to your side at the perfect and divine time. Now, the nobleman's appearance may be fleeting or long-term depending on the situation, and they will bring you skills and resources that you don't possess. And so the energy of this is so powerful. Archangel Michael refers to it as the Saviour. Now take this key, this card, with love and gratitude. And know that this gift is delivered, and so it is. So to my collective, you have assistance coming to you and you are protected. Allow new people to love and support you. Accept help and advice from others with gratitude. Welcome the assistance of people sent by Archangel Michael, and trust the universe will bring wonderful and loving people into your life. That's the message from Archangel Michael. Thank you. That's beautiful. All right, let's see. Goddess, okay, Isis. What is the message? The imagery that I like, and that is serpent of fire. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis helps you now. All right, this to me represents that you are not the person you were last month, last week, last year, whatever. You are stronger and more powerful, and you are capable of much more than ever before, and you'll receive help to understand this. And then the fortune, I've got a fortune oracle for you, and we got the world, 36. 36 is my favorite number. And the world is be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And I believe the week is magnificent for all our what do they call them? We call each other truth seekers and star seeds. We're here to change the world. All right, so this card represents a time of completion and achievement. You have probably just completed a major life cycle and are ready for the next level. As I said to you earlier, the eclipse season in September would have assisted you to close some cycles. And look, you might have endured hardship or perhaps some heartache or stronger, which made you stronger and wiser and more confident now. So, and this is a fulfilling time on many levels, as your past efforts are well rewarded. So you're broadening your horizons and living your life to the full. And in personal relationships, this card says, people born overseas or who live at a distance will come into your life frequently. You will form some wonderful love relationships and great friendships. And singles searching for love should investigate online dating services. It is an ideal time to give it a go, as the vibe is very positive for meeting new friends, lovers and partners. I just wanted to say to you, it's the first day here. Well, it's late afternoon, but it's the first day it's been overcast. It's never been overcast where I am in the Northern Hemisphere, but as you can see, it's autumn now. And of course, in the Southern Hemisphere, we've got spring. but I think it's still mid-20s here. So the sun was shining earlier, it's now turned quite grey outside. So hopefully the light is okay for you. Now, so we've got, okay, and with personal relationships, you will get involved in helping people less fortunate than yourself, and this will be a very uplifting experience. And animals also play a big role in your happiness to visit a farm or the zoo or purchase a new pet. This will contribute to your well-being. Now, career and money. Now is an outstanding time for money. Inheritance, investments and property will all go particularly well and see an increase in your collateral. It's also an excellent time to branch out in business and see rewards for past efforts. And the tip for the week, place a small globe of the world on your desk and make sure all watches and clocks are working in your home to bring good fortune into your life. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's have a look. I pulled out 5 tarot cards for you. Let me jot this down. And let's see what the tarot has to say for the week. All right. Wherever you are, I hope you're well. Look after yourself, looking after yourself and being happy. Even if you're cooking, doing whatever you're doing, dance around the kitchen, okay? All right, the heart of the matter. We've got Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy. She represents abundance. And the challenge for this week, for the collective, for all of us, is King of Cups, water energy, an emotional, intelligent individual. Could be a male, could be a female. Normally represents a male. The unknown factors this week. Okay, we do have curiosity. We have got Page of Swords, air energy. We have a bit of a spy here. The turning point this week is Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, good luck, and the outcome. Oh my goodness, endings, Ten of Swords, betrayal and backstabbing, or enemies. All right, let's have a look. I don't know why we got these cards, but I'm going to have to do on the outcome. I'm going to do a clarify. So we seem to have a Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy. It represents a Taurus, Capricorn, let me see, which is it, a Virgo. Male or female, it doesn't matter. The Queen of Pentacles is quite a mature, grounded female normally, a businesswoman and with high social status. A bit of a social butterfly as well, and generous, loyal, prosperous, and very successful financially. She's independently wealthy and her life is quite luxurious. So she represents somebody that really, the heart of the matter is she doesn't really need anyone in respect to her physical comfort. The challenge is emotional intelligence. So we have here a King of Cups. Now, the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, it could be male or female. These two could be a couple, they could represent two separate individuals, but the challenge is the mature, compassionate male, very calm, caring, friendly, sympathetic, is being challenged here, or is a challenge to the heart of the matter. But he's a diplomat and he's affectionate, romantic, and very charming. He's there to assist because he's family-oriented and quite generous, even with his emotions. So the unknown factors are, we have got here a Page of Swords is curiosity. So patience is needed for planning and to be vigilant with what you read, what you see, and protect or guard your, I think it's think before you speak. Don't get drawn into arguments and mental agility. But this also represents a spying. Now, this could be done through social media. This could be done with, there's a lot of different forms, but it's all mental and, as I said, air energy. So people are curious. The turning point, or the best course of action for the collective this week, is the 10 of, number 10 in the Major Arcana Tarot is Wheel of Fortune, and it is, I ride the waves of life. So the Wheel of Fortune is upright, and it represents good luck, destiny. It's in your destiny, and it is change. And the change is, there's a decisive moments coming up. The cycles of life and fate. Fortune is in your favor. And to me, it is rules Jupiter. So I believe the Wheel of Fortune being upright is good luck. So that's a turning point for the collective. The outcome is the 10 of Swords is a complete ending. So this is complete ending, no resurrecting this, I shouldn't say body, but as you can see, they've been stabbed in the back 10 times. So there's no, so now the backstabbing, the betrayal, the enemies, the bitching, the bad mouthing, bitterness, whatever, the failure, the ruin. Which has caused exhaustion, inability to cope with all this. Having hit rock bottom, the only way now is up. So I'm going to put a clarifier on that. So the collective, I think, is already aware of that. And whatever the ending or the defeat was, and it might have transpired during the eclipse season, September. Let's see, let's clarify. Why do we have the 10 of Swords for the collective? What is, please, Archangel Michael, clarify. Why is the 10 of Swords here? Okay. Well, the 10 of Swords is moving away from a situation because they just want to salvage what they have. So what I see here, maybe I should have clarified this King as well, the King of Cups, but the 6 of Swords represent moving away from troubled waters, and it's a state of transition, actually. It's a physical move or a rite of passage or a mental shift of some kind. So you're leaving behind what was familiar and comfortable, which was feeling down and out and exhausted, and leaving that behind. And you're moving forward, even to the unknown. And it is essential for your own growth, because swords are always mental. So if you're feeling, the victim mentality, it's essential. And again, swords energy, moving away from that. So don't resist the change, and don't seek what is familiar, because it's not in your best interest. Go within and reaffirm to yourself why you need to make this transition. And the card that came with it, the 4 of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles are, holding on to what we have, and it could be in the 3D. You're financially conscious, actively saving money and watching your expenses. But be careful though, money works best when it is a state of flow and exchange, not when it is being stashed away. So money is energy, and there must be give and take to flow. All right, I'm going to do one more clarifier, and I'm going to do it for the, what are we doing for the turning point? I want to see what's going to help to come out of that negative thought process. We're feeling bitter and feeling like a doormat. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. All right. So you need to change your perspective, change your mind, because these came out. And the Ten of Swords. So what we're going to do is we have to be in the energy of, you can create your own abundance. The Nine of Pentacles, if we go with the Wheel of Fortune being upright, represents you have created abundance. Now enjoy the fruits of your labors. Don't be afraid to splurge on something special for yourself. Use your wealth to create financial independence in the long term. So being in a state of high vibration, of being independent and being able to look after yourself, and having a high vibration creates abundance and wealth. So must come out of this mentality of victim mentality, of failure, of being a doormat. It is an energy that it's in the mind. So collective, it is time to use your emotional intelligence and come out of the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I love the Nine of Pentacles. It represents being kind to yourself, spoiling yourself, having the abundance to be able to do that. So that's beautiful. And the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is assisting you. Yeah. And as I said in one of the oracle cards, there is a man of a nobleman coming. So maybe that is the King of Pentacles that is going to be a compassionate male that's going to assist. So that's it for today. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribes, much appreciated. Until next time, lots of love to all of you. Bye for now.